Now, what's in my bag 2024? At least as of right now. Let's find out. Now, everyone talks about the essentials of what's in their bag. Well, I have some essentials, of course. Starting off, yes, a coffee mug. Because that's an essential. You know what else is an essential? My John Wayne. Yeah, no, really. It was John Wayne. Now it's just more of the Wayne part, not so much the John. I wonder what happens if you mix whiskey and coffee. Does that taste good? Would that be considered a John Wayne? No, but really, based on everything that I have accumulated over the past, I'd say 2 years or so, it's always one of those things where it's, well, I need this in my bag. It's a just-in-case bag. That's probably what I should probably be calling it. It's just a just-in-case backpack, or just a just-in-case bag. A just-in-case might need 3 drones, 5 lenses, a couple straps. It might need a coffee mug, 5 different filters, a couple different camera bodies, maybe a rain jacket, a couple socks. What about an umbrella? It always rains on me. But really, I've been trying to kind of whittle it down. When I mean whittle it down, I mean pack the camera bag full so that when I'm carrying it, it's about 25 pounds or more up and down mountains and across deserts and plains, trains and automobiles. So based on my needs currently, I think I've gotten to a point where I'm good with what I carry. Really starting off with, a drone. Now, this is the Mavic Air 2S, and this has been an absolute incredible drone. There is no complaints here about how this drone has performed in just windy conditions. I threw it up on the top of a 12,000 foot mountain, and it gave me a warning and said, you're too high, and it still flew. With all the different sensors on it, it's been great. You can see right there. And I would argue to say, one of the best drones still out there. Yeah, fight me, bro. It has. It's been an incredible drone. And you really can't go wrong with this. So if you can pick one up now, or you are still considering a drone, I would highly recommend that one. You don't have to spend all on the latest and greatest, because this captures that 4K still. It captures the 5.4K. It has been incredible color grade. Just get it. Link in description. Now, moving on to this guy. The Insta360 X3. Been thinking about getting the X4, but the X3 has done its job in providing that extra camera angle. And I've stuck it under my Jeep. I've thrown it out the window while I'm driving at 60 miles an hour. I've put it in all these different places, in my mouth, on my shoulder, on my arm, on my chest, on my legs, on the Jeep tires, on the dog, on the kid. Where haven't I put it? And it's performed as best as can be. And it's really easy to edit too. And that's the great thing about these action cameras, whether it's a GoPro or an Insta360 or whatever it is that you're into. It really is just about having that extra angle, not so much what the kind of action cam you have. Is it the best and the greatest? Because really, the best and the greatest is how you use it. What are you using it for? Why you're carrying it around? I mean, yeah, it's not heavy, but carry all this gear a couple miles, it gets heavy. It gets really heavy. Throw the SD card slot in there, done, battery, and sometimes I forget my SD card. Well, there you go. My SD card's in there. Just pull that one out, pop it right in. Can't tell you how many times I have forgotten that SD card. If I could just strap it to my chest or put it on my head or tattoo it to my body, I would, because forget them all the time. Now, I do carry 2 different lenses with me. Make that 3. Yep. This little squatty potty right here, this fatso-watso, I love this lens. The 70-200 Canon, the 2.8. I've just been able to go all over the place with that. Zoom lens, capture what I need to, what it is I don't need to, and everything in between. If I need that, just that compression, just compress everything in the background, foreground, all the grounds. This has been a kind of a one and done type of lens, combined with my 15-35 RF lens as well. And that's on the camera right now that I'm using. And between those two different lenses, I use that for the vlogging, or I use that for just out and around, and I can capture landscapes, wide angle. I can use it for any sort of close-ups as well. And when I need to zoom out for something, pick up that 70-200, bam, slap it on, ready to go. So between those two lenses, you don't really need anything else, even though I have one other thing, and that's my little nifty 50 here. It's so small and cute. It really is. Just nice and cute. Cute little lens. Can't go wrong with that either. I don't have to have that big fat 1.2er, even though I definitely want one. And throw that on. The only thing you hear is that, well, it sounds like a jet engine taking off when that thing starts hunting and tracking for stuff. Other than that, this has been a phenomenal lens as well, especially getting just capturing the video and still getting that nice blurry background, but also keeping it super light. Carry that in your backpack. That 1.2 weighs about 10 of these. I'll take the 1.8 because it's so much lighter, and I just throw it in my lens hood and throw it in my bag, and it's good to go. Also carrying around a Nomadic Peter McKinnon variable VND filter. That has been phenomenal. It's also light, and you just throw it in your backpack, throw it on the different lenses. I got a lens adapter for the 70-200. Smack that right on, good to go. Now, as far as the camera bodies are concerned, I definitely love the R6. Still got that floating around. I'll be carrying that for a while. This will be more of my B cam now, kind of behind the scenes cam. I'm shooting on the R5 Mark II right now. That has been a great camera as well. I'm starting to really get into the settings on this one. Try it out, test it out. It's been phenomenal. The autofocus, it's been a great camera. It has its flaws, which is hopefully going to be fixed in some of these upcoming firmware updates, which is great. But for my uses, it's been a great camera. The R6 is a great camera. So having both of these in my camera bag, I really can't go wrong. Now, you can't really have a camera body without some audio. That's why I had to pick up this Pro Rode mic, and this has also been incredible. Now, putting on this dead cat, I've been asked a couple times, what is that? Well, I picked up a cat and threw it on here and stuffed it, and there you go. Little Pebbles is now a wind blocker. But that microphone has been incredible in all different environments, especially with that wind blowing. I don't get the purr and the meows coming out of it, but it definitely blocks that wind. You definitely don't want to forget these, because that way you can keep the same shutter speed on your drone, so you never have to worry about messing with that while you're up there flying. You just slap one of these on and got the exposure correct, you're good to go. Got that motion blur exactly where you want it. Moving on to this little Bluetooth device. That's been awesome, because all I gotta do is click a button, takes a picture when I walk away from it. So I set it up on my little Gorilla Pod, walk away, click it, got a ticket. Definitely don't want to leave your home without carrying a bunch of these. Now, these little LPE6 batteries, and this one being the LPE6P, standing for perfection, not really, more like profit, because these things are stupid expensive. I carry a bunch of those, and it probably weighs about as much as my camera lenses with the amount that I carry. And I probably get, I don't know, maybe I'll go through 2 of them, maybe 3 of them, maybe, because when I'm out there shooting, I don't really need that many. I just carry that many, and there's that whole, well, what if? I might need it, even though I almost never use it. Some people carry a buzz, some people carry a little. I carry a ton, so if you ever find me, just ask me for one. I guarantee you I got it. You really can't operate your camera without them. And I also carry the SD cards. I have my little SD card holders that I have, that I carry in my bag with all the SD cards. And again, sometimes when I'm filling those up and I leave them at home, and there you have it. No SD cards on the mountain. Nothing. Blank. I might as well just draw while I'm up there instead of taking pictures. But those are stacked with the batteries. You also don't want to leave without one of these cloths. Now, it could be any type of cloth, but most of the time it's microfiber that you can sometimes get with the cameras. They come with them. Or some of the different accessories, they come with them as well. You need to be wiping off your lenses. Yes, you're welcome. Wipe those lenses off. Nobody wants to see your dust. And they could double up as a snot rag or whatever you're feeling. Maybe you got a scratch on your arm, just wipe it off, buttercup. In conjunction with the lenses and the camera bodies, I also carry around lenses and anamorphic lenses for my iPhone 15, the Pro Max. Because again, what if? Sometimes I just like to have it with me in the comfort of carrying something very expensive that I never use. Because what if? No, but really, they've been good. These have been fantastic. This lens, especially with that blue lens flare. Ooh. And of course, the nomadic Peter McKinnon bag. Of course, everyone's got one of these. They're just great bags. They did a great job in designing them. Really nice leather. I have absolutely destroyed this one. And it has held up to everything that I've put it through. Dropped it out of cars and motorcycles and planes and everything else. And this thing has just been a beast. Now, as far as the organization is concerned, it's kept me organized. Let's just say that. And I can appreciate all the different pockets that are in here. Now, seeing how I organize this, it goes in there, in there. Of course, put all my filters up in here, Bluetooth piece, keep the body right in here, and usually I have that 15 and 35 on there, that goes in here. I'll put the smart controller right in here, just tucks right in like a little glove. Keep all my cords and my blades in here, and then I keep all the batteries in here. It's got all the pockets that you could possibly need, and you can put all your clothes in there, and that's why I pack this thing up. And it gets full and it gets heavy. And now you can really see how that looks. Everything in this backpack, and it fits nicely, it's nice and snug, and is it minimal? No, it's not. About as minimal as a teenager room on a Saturday. It's packed, and I like it packed, at least right now. We'll see how it goes later, but I'll just in case put on another backpack. I'll have a backpack and a front pack and a fanny pack. That's my 2024 backpack. If you like this gear, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.